It is actually inside jails or rehabilitation centers that societal decadence is magnified. Drug trafficking, smuggling, addiction, politics, and corruption prevail and proliferate because the jail environment provides fertile grounds for this to spread and transmit rapidly. No matter how restrictive regulations may be, inmates and even jail guards can find loopholes in an already flawed system, making corruption a never-ending cycle. With the court system overworked, congestion, violence, diseases, and even death have increased, making escape not only an issue in defying the law, but a respite from the hellish condition inside the jail. The province of Cebu's old provincial jail fits all of these characteristics to a T. Through the initiative and determination of the province leaders to put an end to the old system and to revolutionize the conventional practices of penology, the new Cebu Provincial Detention and Rehabilitation Center, or the CPDRC, has become what it is now, a provincial jail extraordinaire. The center aims to pave the way in strengthening a more enlightened and humane correctional system that promotes the reformation and renewal of offenders. Its main strategy is responsive rehabilitation, focusing on behavioral change of the inmates as well as cultural change inside the jail. Consistent with the goal, the following main objectives were set: to practice professionalism at the center, to enhance rehabilitation and reformation of inmates in preparation for their eventual reintegration into the mainstream of society upon their release, and to institute or improve the living conditions of inmates in accordance with internationally accepted standards. Upon the assumption of the administration of Governor Gwendolyn Garcia in 2004, relocation to the new CPDRC was in order. Following an assessment of the situation inside the old CPDRC jail, an extensive Greyhound operation was conducted which confirmed the extent of crisis inside the jail. The inmates, refusing to be transferred to the new facility because it would mean an end to their illegal practices, staged a sit-down strike that was nearing a possible riot. With this came a realization that not all the modern infrastructure in the world can achieve a smoothly running facility if discipline is not first instilled.
Between the jail guards and the inmates, there was very lucrative business going on with smuggling of weapons, cigarettes, contraband items. And they did not want to transfer, neither did the guards, I think, to the new facility, which was equipped with CCTV cameras, with automatic door locking systems.
Governor Garcia then ordered the immediate transfer of inmates in front of the entire jail population, stated her policy of discipline that must be first and foremost followed over and above all objections and constraints. The transfer of inmates to the new CPDRC on December 27, 2004, signaled the birth of a revolutionized penology system in the province of Cebu. A massive overhaul of the jail management system followed. A reorganization of the jail management resulted in the relief of the jail warden along with other personnel from service and the employment of competitive staff. A manual of operations and standard operating procedures was drafted due to the absence of such in the old provincial jail. Budgets are now released directly from the capital treasury, and fund management is taken away from jail authorities. With a structure and management system in place, the following strategies and innovative approaches were then implemented. A check and balance approach in the handling of inmates and visitors by the capital civil security forces, jail guards, provincial security groups, and blue guards. A leader who should be a former member of the military, police, or a government employee, barangay official, or professional is elected from each cell and acts as member of the Council of Leaders. They represent the concerns of their fellow cell inmates and help in the maintenance of peace and order as well as in the management of their welfare activities in the jail. Strict implementation of clear standards of behavior in the jail, most notable of which are the zero cash in cells and banning of gangs in the center. CPDRC has taken the very simple approach to preempt overcrowding simply by shutting its doors once it reaches full capacity. To complement, a speeding up of pending cases of inmates is prioritized. An inventory is conducted on the actual status of their cases. Dialogues with the prosecutors and judges are conducted to enlist their support and assistance on the faster dispensation of cases. Inmates are given a chance to earn by making exotic bags and footwear for export to Europe and the United States. In addition to providing livelihood trainings, an inventory of the inmates' native skills was conducted. Instead of job outs, Capital taps their skills and compensates them for their services. The inmates sew and dye their own uniforms, produce soaps and plant crops for their own consumption, as well as sew linens for district hospitals. The Skills and Livelihood program is complemented with a savings program wherein inmates are given passbooks upon confinement so that they can open a savings account. Inmates are required to go through a workout regimen. While the goal is to keep the body fit in order to keep the mind fit, such may not actually happen if it is not done in a manner deemed pleasurable. Music, being the language of the soul, is added to that regimen. The barangay residents are gathered together in a welcome program for the former inmate, during which the Punong Barangay formally reintroduces him to the community. A film showing and advocacy on the inmates' activities inside the jail is conducted for them to understand the role of rehabilitation for the prisoners. On December 28, 2004, Governor Gwendolyn Garcia expected a successful transfer of 1,400 inmates to the new jail facility with the hope of a positive change in the extremely negative inmates. 3 years later, these same inmates are changed, disciplined, and rehabilitated, catching the avid interest of both local and foreign media.
When you think of prisons in the developing world, the picture's often pretty grim.
You might remember the dancing inmates.
They look so good. Very good at that.
Final para disciplinar os presos. Diariamente, todos são obrigados.
The video even became international. And Warden says it's all having some positive effects on some extremely negative people.
Really inspirational.
Yeah, it's good. And I've been to a number of prisons as a reporter over the years, and it's the only prison I've ever been to where people These smile. Prisoners are in here because they are the toughest criminals in all the central Philippines.
But here in the southern province of Cebu, a powerful family is trying to change that, turning violent criminals into model citizens, one dance step at a time. This new twist on rehabilitation comes courtesy of Cebu's most powerful family, the Garcias. Led by the dynamic Governor Gwen Garcia, they have a reputation for shaking things up.
If we concentrate on the letter R, rehabilitation, if they're given this chance, then perhaps we will make this province a better place.
Today, the CPDRC stands as a model detention and rehabilitation center, giving international fame and recognition to the Philippines and the province of Cebu.